Jackie, the leader of the Gerry Hatricks, been together for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, Gerry Hatricks, sort of a folk prog group. I'm Eric, the drummer. Been doing a lot more lately, getting ready to pump out a second record. Yeah, looking to have some fun. The sound is really eclectic. Most people who approach us have a different idea of what genre we are. We have no clue. I default to folk prog because this guy likes to do a lot of finger picking guitar. Kyle, our bass player, does a lot of really cool, like Geddy Lee-esque bass lines. He's also the leader of a band called the Dizzy Mystics. He's a multi-instrumentalist phenom who happens to play bass in this band but plays a ton of stuff. And I am jealous of him of every second of every day.
One of the other ones who isn't here yet is Kelsey Alderson. She's one of the other lead vocalists in the band, and she's also a belly dancer on the side, and she's incorporating that into our shows as well, and it's yeah, pretty interesting there.
I try and hold it together behind the kit, and something meets in the middle, and it's the Gerry Hatricks, I guess.
We got one of the greats, so that's dipping into some fingerstyle, and that one was created fully, like everyone has their own parts on that one. It's a really interesting song.
It's a really fun song. Lyric-wise, you remind me of John K. Samson in that one. Like I get some Weaker Thans vibes. I don't know, that one makes me feel special.
A lot of our songs are lyrically about kind of storytelling. Don't really talk directly about feelings. I find that a little bit hard to do, and it's almost too direct sometimes, so that's why I kind of like to write stories which make the listener have a certain feeling. So it leaves it a little bit more open that way too. You can kind of interpret the songs to your own situation, take out of it what you like and what you hear.
But I can't breathe, now I can't see. No, I can't see. I got this calling, now I'm feeling there's a rope around me. The last thing I wanna do is leave. Forever and ever I sleep.
lot of years it was a solo project. I started just making music on my own. Recorded a solo project 3 or 4 years ago now, and then to play that live, sort of needed to form a band, and then it just evolved into the Gerry Hatricks, and it's kind of where we're at now. Kelsey, we're together, she's my partner, and Kyle is her brother, so we're pretty tight, and then Eric's like family too.
Yeah, I joined the band, God, it's almost 2 years after the previous drummer left, and it sounds like I'm the odd one out with all the relations there, but actually, yeah, I feel really welcome and it's awesome. Next up's Dreamland.
Next up, Dreamland.
The other punk song of the set.
Pretty much was created by just waking up from a good dream and looking forward to going back to that dream, hopefully the next day or something like that, and just living daily life, but making it your dreamland, not just when you're dreaming. Kind of like the good times, just going back to Dreamland, and has a little bit more of a punk vibe too as well. It's another guitar pick song, so it's a little more aggressive.
Just don't worry, I'm coming home. Yeah, don't you worry, I'm coming home. I've been walking on a bridge to nowhere, trying to find my way, but there's no way to find. So turn around, I'm at the end. It's almost over to start again. Open a new page, and I set my sails, one try to land with my hand goodbye. I might be just a runaway. There's many more games for me to play. This bridge should know where I'll find my way. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Don't you worry, I'm coming. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Don't you worry, I'm coming. We'll be right back for some more of the good times. Bring my backpack loaded full of essentials. We'll connect some serious high fives. Then we'll turn around and stumble away as the fire dies. We'll be right back for some more of the good times. Bring my strings and tambourine and we'll play tunes. We'll connect some serious high fives. Then we'll turn around and stumble away as the fire dies. And I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
At first, all the parts were written, so the members would come and just learn the parts. Now everyone's writing their own stuff, and it's just getting a lot more interesting, and it's really a lot more eclectic with different sounds, and that's why we're starting to kind of dip into different genres, and not sure exactly what kind of music it is.
Yeah, it's really interesting, like even from when I joined, being given something that another drummer put their hands on and then coming in, putting it together. And that's a really big contrast to how the project started, where it was Jarrett assembling the pieces of a puzzle. So once you get like a matchmaking of different musicians throwing their individual flavors into something, it comes alive just a little bit more. It kind of becomes more dynamic.
Snows.
Then there's Hawk. This was another one where the full band got together. Kelsey and Jarrett have a really cool vocal co-mingling throughout the whole thing, which is another sort of little hallmark that happens a lot in the Gerry Hatricks. And
Yeah, theme-wise, it's almost like if you were just kind of daydreaming and looking out a window and talking about what you're seeing that day, and that's kind of what it's about. It's kind of like imagery of what you're looking at and turning that into how you're feeling.
Close the closet at night or you'll let out the ghost. Raise your glasses high, I'm making a toast. It was here, now there it goes. Not sure what to say, do you feel my pain? Feel my pain? Not sure what to say, do you feel my pain? without a sound. The rain falls, but too late. And firefighters never came. The building burns to the ground. Not sure what to say. Do you feel my pain? Feel my pain? Not sure what to say. Do you feel my pain?
I'm originally from Brandon. I got started with drums. My dad was a drummer for years before me, played in lots of punk bands around Manitoba, and I followed in the footsteps pretty quickly as soon as I got to Brandon. Since I moved to Winnipeg, I've been in Perception Check, I've been in Tusk, I've been in Gerry Hatricks, I'm in Mosa. So I just try and play lots and play everything. Like, I don't know, to me, playing drums is still the tops, but if I can create something that I haven't heard before, I think that in itself is worthwhile to push for it, to pursue.
For myself, I haven't been in as many bands for sure. A long time ago, I think it was maybe 2008-ish. It was a three-piece band with myself and Kyle and our old drummer Ed. It was like a tech metal band. Screaming and stuff is quite a bit heavier. The genre is a lot different. Long songs with lots of different time signatures and stuff. And then pretty much from there, it just went into the solo stuff. Then that was acoustic, and it's grown into more an electric feel as well.
The next song on the set list is Whipped Cream Hat.
So yeah, Whipped Cream Hat. It's a lot of random ideas kind of put in a song. It's pretty busy lyrically, there's lots of words in it. But the main point of it is to just kind of sometimes let go of the wheel and let the wheel take you, and try not to maybe force it too much, just kind of go with the flow. And Whipped Cream Hat was a piece of pie with whipped cream on it. It's kind of like a hat, and that's what the Whipped Cream Hat is. That's just one little chunk of the song. Kind of, people wonder about that, I'm sure.
Couldn't wait, certainly didn't hesitate. Don't want the crust of the bagel, we'll finish your plate. I'm missing time, changing now, running late. Gotta look perfect, here we go again. Baby, come on. Dig, dig, don't stop digging. See the wheels that will never stop, big rigging. Climb, 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 like you've never climbed. Before they've begun to cut down the beanstalk. I just got off the phone with Jack. He said he made it to the top, he'll call me when he's back. He's got a picture of his family on the wall, and he wanted me to tell him that he misses them all. Don't get shampoo in your eyes, put on your nicest shirt. Take this high five, give me some skin, zero in. Don't take the loss, take the win. Here comes the tide, there goes the tide. Here comes the tide.
We are preparing to record a second LP, I guess you'd call it. The first one was an LP as well, and that'll be the first release with me on it, so I'm excited.
It's also the first full release that everyone wrote their own parts for this one, so it's evolved definitely. Anyone that's familiar with our first release, the EP, like, they're gonna notice some evolving just like any other band would. I think for the best. I think we're just getting better at what we do.
Go with the wheel and somebody watching too.
We're ending with Sean P. Sean Perrin. Named after a videographer friend of the band, actually. This one's kind of like a folksy, it's got that sort of country shuffle feel. It's probably one of the most fun songs we have in terms of like, we all hang back in the groove, and it's just about having a good time.
Sean Perrin is another videographer in the city who approached us to make sort of a theme song for like a demo reel sort of thing. So that's kind of where it started. And then we started tying lyrics in, and it started to change quite a bit. We left it titled Sean Perrin. Lyrically, it's nothing about Sean Perrin, but musically, that's kind of where the music was born, I guess.
It's a dedication to Sean Perrin. Sean?
Johnny.
We shot this fire, and I was left on the road to bleed. I feel I could get up. I can walk now running away. That's not real, I'm dreaming. Sleeping tonight. On this road I will die. All that's left is this cigarette, and I'm enjoying it. I'm leaning against the wall there. I'm so damn it, I roll myself over and close my
Influences. I usually get into an album and it's not necessarily a certain genre. They're actually usually quite different. Like, it'll be like death metal one day, it'll be like a nice acoustic melody the next day. Pretty drastically different. I'm pretty open to all types of music. I think there's beauty in all kinds of music, so try to take what I can from anything I hear, really.
There's always so much to dig from, which is part of how this gets so eclectic, is that no one here, I think, is a genre one-trick pony. Like, as I said, I've played in punk, I've played in metal, but I also really love roots. I love alternative rock. There's so much out there just to sort of embrace. And this is funny because now I'm realizing that you were in a metal band and I was in a metal band. And someone told me a while ago that the older metalheads get, we start to gravitate towards bluegrass, and that's like the finish line because it's still fast. And I was like, no, that can't be true. But I think it's already happening to us. Like,
yeah.
are we at the end of the road?
Hopefully not. I hope not. Hopefully lots more to come.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, everyone, for having us out. So cool.